Let's talk about Taylor Swift, a global icon, record breaker, and master storyteller. She's not just a singer, she's a phenomenon who has redefined what it means to be a modern artist, inspiring millions around the world with her music and her story. Her concerts sell out in seconds, her albums top charts, and her fans, the Swifties, are legendary. They travel from every corner of the globe just to see her perform, creating a community that's as passionate as it is devoted. But every superstar has a beginning. Taylor started with a guitar, a notebook, and a dream. In her bedroom, she poured her heart into lyrics, crafting songs that would one day resonate with millions. She was just a kid from Pennsylvania, chasing music with relentless passion. Growing up in a small town, she faced the same doubts and challenges as any young dreamer, but her determination set her apart. This isn't just about fame, it's about grit, self-belief, and turning heartbreak into art. Taylor learned to channel her emotions into her music, transforming pain and joy into songs that connect deeply with her audience. Imagine being a teenager, packing up for Nashville, the toughest music city in the world. It takes courage to leave everything behind and chase a dream. But Taylor did just that, determined to make her mark. Taylor's journey is proof that the biggest dreams start with the smallest sparks. Sometimes all it takes is a single moment of inspiration to ignite a lifelong passion. So, let's rewind to her roots, a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania. It was here, surrounded by family and nature, that Taylor's love for storytelling and music first began to grow. We'll uncover how Taylor Swift became, well, Taylor Swift. From her earliest days, she showed a spark that would one day set the world alight. From slammed doors to sold-out stadiums, her story is a soundtrack for a generation. Ready? Let's dive in and discover the magic behind the superstar. Taylor Swift's story begins on a Christmas tree farm in rural Pennsylvania, a setting straight out of a storybook, where the air was always crisp and the days were filled with the scent of pine. Growing up surrounded by nature, Taylor learned the value of hard work and the beauty of simple moments. Music was woven into the fabric of her family. Her grandmother, a talented opera singer, filled their home with soaring melodies and inspired Taylor from the very start, planting the seeds of musical ambition in her young heart. Even as a little girl, Taylor was captivated by storytelling and performance. She spent hours scribbling poems in her notebook, singing into her hairbrush, and listening to country music on the radio, dreaming up stories and melodies of her own. She idolized country legends like Shania Twain and the Chicks, plastering their posters on her bedroom walls and imagining herself on stage, following in their footsteps and making her own mark on the world. By the age of 10, Taylor was already performing at local festivals and singing the national anthem at sporting events. She never shied away from the spotlight, embracing every chance to share her voice with an audience. While other kids played games outside, Taylor was inside, practicing guitar and writing songs. She poured her energy into honing her craft, laying the foundation for her future as a songwriter and performer. Her parents recognized her passion and drive. They did everything they could to support her dream, from driving her to gigs to encouraging her every step of the way. That early encouragement and unwavering support from her family proved to be absolutely crucial in Taylor's journey. Taylor's childhood wasn't just magical, it was the launchpad for everything that would follow, shaping her into the artist she was destined to become. With her family behind her and a dream in her heart, the stage was set for Taylor's next big leap into the world of music. At 12, Taylor learned 3 guitar chords from a visiting repairman, and everything changed. Suddenly, she could turn her poems into songs, starting with her first original, Lucky You. The guitar became her confidant, helping her channel the ups and downs of adolescence into music. She quickly graduated to a 12-string guitar, giving her songs a unique sound. Taylor's bedroom became her creative sanctuary, filled with notebooks of honest, relatable lyrics. She treated songwriting like a job, studying song structures, pushing herself to improve daily. This discipline set her apart. Taylor wasn't just talented, she was relentless, merging performer and writer into one. These early years shaped the artist who would soon take the world by storm, all from a few chords and a whole lot of heart. The next step? Nashville. Taylor knew Nashville was the place to be, so at 11, she and her mom hit Music Row with demo CDs. The answer? Come back when you're 18. But Taylor wasn't discouraged. She doubled down on songwriting. Her family saw her determination and made a bold move. They relocated to Nashville. Her dad even transferred jobs to support her dream. This leap of faith put Taylor in the heart of the music industry. She started co-writing with Nashville pros and performing at key venues. The move wasn't just a sacrifice, it was a statement. Taylor was all in. Her family's support was her secret weapon. Now she was ready to stand out with her own original music. The stage was set for her big break, and it was just around the corner. In Nashville, Taylor hustled, writing, networking, and performing anywhere she could. She teamed up with songwriter Liz Rose, crafting songs full of raw, teenage emotion. The legendary Bluebird Cafe became her proving ground. At just 14, Taylor performed her originals for industry insiders. That's where Scott Borchetta saw her and was blown away. He was starting Big Machine Records and wanted Taylor as his first artist. Other labels wanted to change her, but Borchetta believed in her vision. Taylor took the risk and signed with Big Machine, a leap of faith that changed everything. It was the start of a new era. Destiny had arrived. With her record deal in hand, Taylor poured herself into her debut album, spending countless hours in the studio, perfecting every lyric and melody. She was determined to make her mark, channeling her hopes, dreams, and experiences into every song she wrote. She and Liz Rose wrote Tim McGraw, a song inspired by a bittersweet high school romance and the way music can forever capture a moment in time. Together, they crafted lyrics that spoke to the universal feeling of nostalgia and the memories that linger long after a relationship ends. The song wasn't just about the famous country singer. It was about how a single song can define a relationship, becoming the soundtrack to someone's life and love story. Tim McGraw became her breakout single, quickly climbing the country charts and introducing Taylor's signature storytelling style to the world. It was the first glimpse of her unique ability to turn personal moments into universal anthems. In the early days, Taylor and her mom even mailed out the first CDs themselves, personally sending her music to radio stations and fans, determined to share her songs with anyone who would listen. The debut album soon followed, packed with heartfelt tracks like Teardrops on My Guitar and Our Song, each one telling a story that listeners could see themselves in. Taylor's honest lyrics and relatable stories resonated deeply with a generation of young fans who saw their own lives reflected in her music and found comfort in her words. She wasn't just a singer, she became a voice for her fans, connecting with them on a personal level and inspiring them to embrace their own stories. Her journey proves that with belief, hard work, and authenticity, dreams can come true, even for a teenager with a guitar and a dream in Nashville. Taylor Swift's era had begun, and the world of music would never be the same. Her rise marked the start of a new chapter in country and pop music alike. The rest, as they say, is history, a story still being written, one song at a time.